You already know what it is by the sound of my voice. That's right, your boy, Mr. 6'9", JT, back in this piece once again. And of course, I'm joined by my co-host, El Jefe himself, El Capitan. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Papi himself, El Cheech and La Casa. What's going on, El Cheech?
What's going on at Chicha La Casa? Once again, another week. We're on that Survivor Series war game tip. What's up with you, JT? How was your weekend, man?
Man, you know me putting them hours working and stuff, but per usual, laying in the cut like a band-aid, trying to make sure we cool it at all times. On that note, man, look, we got a lot of people know. You got to do what y'all usually do. We can tell y'all every week, but you know what it is. Like, follow, and subscribe. It's at Marcel Mices on every single social media platform, whether it be IG, the Book of Faces, Twitter. You can go ahead and go to the TikTok. You go to StreamYard, YouTube. Also, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeart Music, Audible. If you want to just go ahead and pop open a book, digital book, tuned in, Stitcher, Podbean. Listen, we available everywhere that podcasts are available. Just go ahead and type in your boy's name. You can go ahead and find us. But yeah, it was nice, man. Hopefully you didn't eat too much during the holidays. I didn't eat too much during the holidays, trying to get my weight up, but I ain't trying to get it that up. You know what I mean? Well, let's talk about these war games, man. War games was definitely that. It lived up to what it's supposed to be. Some people say maybe. Some people say not so much. Some people say it was, it was better left in NXT. Other people say it was better left in WCW and AEW. But I don't care about what other people say. All right? I think look, Kim said something like that. But, no matter what people say, we got going on. So let's talk about this real quick, man. Let's talk about these war games. Let's get this out of the way.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just one of them shows, the anticipation, of the show, because it's like war games, and it would be crazy because there was one person that I thought like it would have fit perfect being in one, which was Mr. Cody Rhodes, but he missed this one. You know what I mean? Other people compare it to Blood and Guts. Like
how?
Yeah, no, I'm saying like
Sway?
The two rings, type of deal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, the show, I enjoyed it. They started with the women, you know what I mean, and then they ended with the guys with the war games. I like the way they went about with the rules. You was cool with that?
The new rules, yeah. It was cool. Updating everybody, let them know how things are supposed to go. So that definitely worked. But, it wasn't that far off, from the OG rules. It wasn't that far off. You understand what I'm saying? I was with it, though. The presentation I like. I like the fact that they kicked it off with the women right on top. You got to open up strong. You got to close strong. You got to make sure that when you're going forward, not backwards. So they went ahead and got these women involved. Let's talk about this women's match real quick, though.
So, yeah, but remember at that one point, of course, they unveiled it on
SmackDown.
Yeah, on SmackDown. So it was here, but it's not here no more. Yeah, but it's supposed to be on Becky Lynch.
Yeah, so we end up having Becky Lynch, as that fifth person. A lot of us were a little bit upset about that. Some of us, myself, I was hoping that we would have got, one of the peoples, whether it be not Becky, we could have got Naomi. Yo, real quick, shout out to the homie Juice York in the house, man, aka this Macintosh, aka that guy. You know what I'm saying? Representing, always representing my dog. Hey, look what hat he got on today.
I thought he, you know what I mean? He was gonna come in, you know what I mean? I was like, let me,
But still,
me play over here. I want to be a heel.
you want to be a heel today? People in
Yeah.
Cleveland gonna love you after this episode, Teach. No, but originally I was thinking Sasha, Naomi. But if we're looking at storyline purposes, yeah, it got to be Becky Lynch. It's only right. It ties in perfect.
Yeah, but I mean, it was for now. Like it seemed for now, looking back on it, but by the way things are, I don't think we'll be seeing Sasha Banks in a ring till next year. You know.
Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so most likely that's what it is. But then there's other plans. So to me, this thing, you know what I mean, the fact that it was Becky Lynch, you know what I mean, they have to like rush it, you know what I mean? They go in other places, with I guess with storyline, but the match, I just don't like when it's already two rings, why they have to have so many like weapons and go and you know what I mean? Like I don't get it.
I wasn't mad about the weapons being involved. You know what I'm saying? Definitely adds more into the whole war games. You feel me? The war games persona. I mean, I'm going at war. So if I'm going at war, I'm picking up everything I can find. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us growing up probably had mothers who said, if you find someone bigger, you pick up the closest thing you can find and you bust them upside the head with it. So I was with that when they bought the weapons in, when they bought in the kendo stick, when they bought in the trash can lids and the trash cans and the
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Like I felt like you got the cage. You know what I mean? Like roll the bitch against the cage and rub, you know what I mean? Rub her face on the cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff like
they did that, but how many? But listen, how many times am I going to
like
watch
do
this?
moves. I didn't see too many moves towards the cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were throwing people against that cage like they was having batting practice. They was throwing.
So what's up, man? With Mia Yim, man? Like they trying to change her name, and then she's back to it, but now they added. You know what I mean? What is it? Mia Yim?
It's me, yeah, Mia Yim, but I'm still gonna call it Mitchell because that's what it looked like to me when I seen it. So anyway, yeah, all right, new name, which means crazy in Korean. So, I don't know how they feel about that, but we'll go ahead and take that. I'm with it. I just like the fact that Mia Yim's on pay-per-views, premium live events, and she's a part of a huge match. Not only is she part of a huge match, but Mia is finally getting that recognition because she down to one getting it when she was part of Retribution. You know what I'm saying? So we finally getting that reaction that Mia Yim is capable of, and it's gonna be bigger once we get to those bigger stages, like the Big Four, the Royal Rumble, the SummerSlam, of course, Survivor Series, and WrestleMania. So it's gonna get louder. And I definitely like that, man. I mean, seeing her inside that match. But let's talk about the competitors, man. Mia Yim, Becky Lynch. You also had Asuka. You had Alexa Bliss. Of course, Bianca Belair for Team Bianca. And then on, Damage Control side, you had, of course, Io Sky, Dakota Kai. You also had Nikki Cross, Rhea Ripley, and you had, of course, Bayley. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, 5 women, going up against 5 women. You know what I'm saying? The pacing of the match was nice. I did like the pacing of the match. I didn't want a quick, give me 17 flippy moves in the first 5 minutes. No, we at war. So we at war. I'm going to conserve my energy. I'm not about to be hitting no flips and dips and all that. No, we about to knuckle up. I'm gonna throw you against this cage. I'm not about to exert all my energy. I'm gonna go in and wait for that big moment, and they did a good job with that. I mean, bringing in the weapons was key. I do like the fact that we got crazy Nikki Cross back though.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have had left in the first place. You know what I mean? That was, great gimmick. You know what I mean? At the time, I enjoy that. But the fact that you had everybody you know what I mean, having their moment to shine, you know what I'm saying? To like do their moves, you know what I mean? But to me, it just they should have, you know, a little laid back on the weapon, you know what I mean?
On the weaponry.
On the weaponry, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, but you look at it like this, Cheech. Also, okay, damn near every woman in that match had been a part of War Games besides Becky Lynch.
Mm, yeah, and that played a part.
I'm sorry, Becky Lynch and Alexa Bliss.
Mm.
Everyone else, I'm sorry, and Oscar, take that back. But besides those three women, everyone else was inside that match before. So you got to top what you did previous. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely appreciated everything about it. The only thing I did not like was Becky Lynch coming back to pin Bayley.
Yeah, she had to get the W, but like to me, one of the moments was when Rhea Ripley came out. You know, she came on some like killer, you know what I mean, killer instinct shit.
Hold on, man. First of all, let's talk about Rhea Ripley and Dominant on Thanksgiving Day.
Oh man, let's take that back. That was great. That was Chef Kiss. You know, I didn't expect that because it was like, what was the point? But it just made it. You know, I'm pretty sure it's just so you won't see Rey Mysterio for some time. You know what I mean? Most likely he'll come back at the Rumble. You know what I mean? But I like that. That was pretty a little clever. You know what I mean?
But you know what else was a chef's kiss? Her ring attire at Survivor Series. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me was a chef's kiss. Rhea Ripley still had leftovers for Thanksgiving because she had those yams all out at Survivor Series. Can I get to the yams? Can I get to the yams? They were out there, the sticking out. Rhea Ripley is a force to be reckoned with, man. I mean, she's sitting there, obviously one of the strongest women inside the match, period. She's built right. She's also carrying the match as well. She carried part of that match, and she came out as the force that she is. And did she have to come in and bring in the weapons? No. She is the weapon. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she walked in, I ain't worried about that trash can lid. I ain't worried about that trash can, that table, that ladder. I am it. I am the final form. I am the weapon. I am that killer instinct. When she came out, she did that, man. She really, really did that. Like,
in
go ahead.
A faction full of guys, she, you know what I mean, to be able to, hey, shit. You know what I mean? For her ever to flourish that way, you know what I mean? Like, in some way, it could be like, bro, I could see her turning and she becomes the leader. You know what I mean? Type of deal.
You know what, bro? Like, I would not be against that though. As good as she is, with everything that she does in ring, on the microphone, outside the ring segments, Mommy can be the top boss inside that whole entire faction of Judgment Day. All right, Mommy's out here doing it, and unfortunately, Mommy's team didn't take it home. Bianca Belair's team did. You know what I'm saying? So Team Bianca wins, which was to be expected. But were the fans disappointed by not having Sasha? No. Were there a couple botches doing this match? Yes. It's a Survivor Series War Games match. It's a War Games match, period. It's going to be botches. You're dealing with two rings. You're trying to make this something that they do on the regular that they don't do on the regular because they don't wrestle, you know what I'm saying, in two rings on a regular. So, yeah, there's going to be botches. But, you know, I seen the internet tripping about Io Sky messing up a few botches or whatever. And then I went back and I rewatched it. I was like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was bad, but it was easy to recover from because the interaction between her and Asuka that night was fire, bro. Her and Asuka, give me that match or give me them as a tag team like they used to be in Japan, and I'm good.
Yeah. And that's good because that a range that, you know what I mean, on people that the culture they tap in, you know what I mean, because they go away from that, knowing that, you know, that's a whole country, you know. So I'm glad that they put them out there. You know, it's just
Ucey
hopefully
wrestling.
they'll book them the right way. But they definitely, the girls showed out in that match. You know, and everybody took one. And like them bumps from the top of the ring, I mean
Yo,
the cage. Um, it just like you said, boy, it had to be her. You know what I mean? Like she's getting back, and next thing you know, boom, she get hurt out again for 9 months. I was like, yo, shit, you know.
no, what I was thinking, like I wanted what I originally wanted. I wanted them to recreate that spot that EO Sky had at NXT War Games with the trash can on her head and everything like that.
Oh,
Could
yeah,
you
I
imagine
remember.
that sold out crowd in Boston? Her doing that spot. I mean, don't get me wrong. We got Nikki Cross doing a cross body, but we also got EO Sky doing her famous assault. But then we also got Becky Lynch, and it was like I wasn't mad at Becky doing it, but I think that spot could have went to Bianca Belair since she is literally the top part of the story. Like that's who the story was surrounded by Bianca and Bayley. We bought back Becky for storyline purposes, but the storyline was surrounded by Bianca. So I think if anyone who should have had that pin that night, anyone who should have had that big spot off the top rope, I mean off the top of the cage, it should have been Bianca, since this is her story. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all watched it. Your winners, Team Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch with the pin. I wasn't too mad at it, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But the next match,
What match was that, boy?
so depending on if you want to count the next one as the next one, but I'm gonna go ahead and count it as the next one. So the next match we had was AJ Styles versus Finn Balor.
Oh, okay.
Okay. OC versus Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, I like this. I like the faction versus faction right here. Two leaders of the Bullet Club going up against each other. And you couldn't ask for anything better. Because we didn't get this, I don't believe, did we get this in New Japan at all?
This, no, but I don't think we did. But they did in WWE back like in 2015, 2016.
Yeah. In 2015, 2016. So it's good to revisit it. But no, we didn't get this in New Japan. So this.
Oh, and then talking about New Japan, he never had rocked the mask. You know what I mean? From New
Japan. Yeah, it's been a minute, and
Yes.
that's the AJ Styles that I've been wanting to see, the one that comes off the mask on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's more lethal to me like that.
Yeah, he looked lethal, baby. Yeah, that was.
But speaking of masks,
Yeah, what the fuck was this?
what was what? I don't see it. Yeah, why is Finn Balor coming up looking like Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe? Like, that's what I want to know. What's going on with this? I mean, the mask is alright, but if he really wanted to do it for me, he would have had to definitely have the whole Cobra Commander vibes going down to the whole entire outfit. But the match did not disappoint whatsoever. They gave you a little bit of strong style. They gave you a little bit of, you know what I'm saying, WWE style of wrestling, but you got a little bit of that strong style involved in there too. And one thing about it, underneath the Triple H era, I see that he's taking the reins off right now, and he's letting those guys do what they do, which is basically letting these guys wrestle their style but protect it. So I'm with it. Give me more matches like this, because at any given moment, nobody knew who was going to be the winner of that match. You understand what I'm saying? Like the way this match went, it was back and forth.
I actually had Judgment Day going in the top. You know, Finn Balor. You know what I mean? Yeah, AJ. But the match, it was there for for reason of yo, it's the canvas. Go do your thing. You know what I mean? And they didn't disappoint. And to me, like right now, like Judgment Day is being more. It's more like catching a little steam. You know what I mean? Than when they Edge was with.
Yeah, that's church, bro. That's facts. Even though I was upset how Edge was a part of the group, created the group, then was out the group. But I'm starting to really like this Finn Balor leaning towards the leadership, taking ownership of the faction. We never seen Finn Balor on a WWE stage as a leader of anything. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
I remember, but you know what I mean. He was, with the bug of injuries and shit. So he
oh
was,
yeah,
you know what I mean. He's way better than, you know what I mean, that where he's at now. But now with Triple H, you're gonna see that, and I'm gonna call it like he's gonna become a champion or a major player. Going to the new year.
so when you say champion, you mean like the throne in the tribal chief champion, or you mean like mid card champion?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like now that I said that, I caught myself. I gotta take that back because you know what I mean. That storyline is too good. You know what I mean. And probably the United States Championship. There's no title, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's something that he could defend, man.
Unless I don't think they'll do that. But do you think they do something like a actual draft, and they have to every belt have to be relinquished?
That would actually be a smart way. That way, he's not defeated for one of the belts.
He never lost it. You know what I mean? He never lost it. Type of deal.
He never lost it, but each brand has to have their championship title. Like, yeah, I can rock with that if they make that decision. But what about the fact that this is AJ Styles' first pay-per-view win in 2-3 years almost?
Pay-per-view? Live premium event?
Yeah.
I did not know that, bro.
Yeah. Premium live event. This was AJ Styles' first win in over a year. That's saying something, bro. That's the street. Think about it. Last year with The Undertaker, didn't win nothing. The year before last, you understand what I'm saying? So AJ Styles ain't been winning anything, bro. Last year's WrestleMania, nothing.
Yeah.
So it's about time, AJ Styles finally getting that W. Does that mean that he's going to be pushed towards the championship title? Possibly. Has Roman Reigns went up against the Phenomenal One since he's been the tribal chief? He hasn't.
Mm-hmm.
And what would be dope? We got the Bloodline versus the OC.
Oh, that's down the line.
Yeah.
That's something that they could, go that route. You know what I mean? And then you got some people, they get called up. You got the Legado de Fantasma, all this, you know what I mean? Like faction. I like when WWE do that. You know what I mean? Because they give other people, time to shine. You know what I mean?
Spotlight, baby.
Hey,
Well, yeah, everybody needs the spotlight at one moment, but no, this match definitely carried us, until we got to the juicy stuff. Not to be confused with the Ucey stuff, but no, this match was definitely, to me, one of the top matches that night outside of War Games. If we're talking singles matches that night, this was definitely probably top 3, excluding War Games. Definitely top 3 excluding War Games. I'm not sure what anyone else thinks about that. As far as me, though, I would take myself off mute.
But to me, the match, it was top 3. You know what I mean? Definitely. Even though slightly the girls were what they did, but still like match wise, But to me, the match that actually worked out the best, and you know what I mean. I didn't know how it was gonna go, and it was this match, bro. Like,
Yo, you never lied.
Rollins, Theory, face that runs the place. You know what I mean? Because like I said, Rollins Teflon, he could take L's. You know what I mean? And he bounced back like nothing.
That's right. You ain't lying. That's right.
So let's keep it a buck. Like the match, the way it went, you know what I mean? Everybody got their offense in, you know what I mean? And Austin Theory, bro, like the dude's a stud, man. The dude's a stud. And bro,
and you actually predicted Austin Theory walking up with the title, right?
Oh, did he? Oh man, I sure did. My boy. I sure did. No, but all jokes aside, my dude, Theory is the future, and we're gonna be seeing that like right now. And the way, to me, the ending, you know what I mean? I don't know if you got a clip, but the ending of that match, it was moi, chef kiss, my dude. Because it's like, come on, like, you know what I mean? The sequence, you know what I mean? And actually, Theory winning, it was like perfect. You saw the fans' reactions?
Yeah, everyone was shocked. I mean, not compared to the Undertaker when he lost the streak, but everyone was like, "Yo, what the?" And it was like, "Yo, he actually did this." And then the way they ended that, you know, with Lashley hitting him with a spear, hitting Seth with a spear, and then Austin Theory landing on top. Like, that was perfect. Lashley not pinned once again, so he's not taking the L. He's not the one that's going to be blamed for the L. You understand what I'm saying? And then to have Theory kind of, I hate to say this, sneaking there like Seth Rollins and hit the W is perfect. You know, a lot of people making the comparisons that Theory is this generation Seth Rollins. I can see it far as the way of him, you know, coming about, being guy.
You don't see Randy Orton type of ish?
I do see a little bit of Randy Orton too. But then again, people compared Seth Rollins to Randy Orton when he came in. So it's like, you know, if we gonna do this right, he got that Orton-ish, selfish type of feel to him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it. I'm just interested to see where they're gonna go here on out. Yeah, he's the U.S. champion. Okay, what happens to it? Who's he gonna feud with? You know, Lashley still want that title back. Is he gonna go over Lashley? Is it gonna be clean? Are we gonna get the Hurt Business back? That's the real question. Damn all this. We already know who won the match. What was Cedric? What was Shelton? What was MVP? What was Omos? What was Mello? What was Trick? You know what I'm saying? Like, R-Truth's injured, so I'm not gonna call out his name. But where was the Hurt Business when it came to Bobby Lashley walking out with the U.S. title?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's all because there was a lot of people missing out from that. But I think that once they, you know what I mean, that's something that we might be seeing soon, man. Because it's only right. It's only right, my guy.
We need it. The streets need it. Not just me, the streets need it. You know what I'm saying? The streets need it. But, you know, when, like I said, when Theory did win that match, the fans' reaction in the crowd was,
"Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy."
And there was a lot of them like that. A lot of them like that. People betting on this. DraftKings probably lost some money. For those who went ahead and went with Theory, you won some money. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out. Speaking of gambling, will be legal here in the state of Ohio, January 6th, that is.
Three Kings Day?
No, yeah. This is going to be legal here in Ohio. Gamble illegally, betting.
Bro, you're gonna be a lot. You're gonna be seeing a lot of parents gonna be like,
"Fuck these kids."
Betting the whole entire college tuition.
Yeah,
I don't take the game, yo. No, but that match was definitely it. let's talk about a match that wasn't so it. Not in my opinion. No, I'm joking. Let's talk about the women's championship match. You gotta give it credit. What credit was due. Ronda Rousey, Shotzi.
Yeah, man. That match, it was kind of like I feel bad because I mean, of course, she was like a tribute to her dad. You know what I mean?
Damn all that. What did you think about the match, Cheech?
No, I'm just saying, like, the match going in, I actually was kind of rooting for Shotzi, but we all knew that wasn't gonna happen, and I thought that the match for that belt, it kind of diminishing the value of the fucking belt because you're not having like equal in the sense the way it's being booked. You know what I mean? Like you're just gonna throw Shotzi like I know it. So you telling me that it's gonna be the same thing at the Rumble? It's gonna be somebody else that in the short period of time, it wasn't like a long. You know what I mean? Then I'll be invested. But it just like meeny, miny, mo, and you win. You know what I mean? Like it didn't work for me. It didn't work for me, mine. So the match, it served the purpose as in like to have her on TV, right? Premium live event. I do like the chemistry between her and Shayna. I need them to let them loose. You know what I mean? Let them loose and do some fucking crazy shit. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know.
What are you talking about? They're already doing crazy racist shit. They gave him a microphone, bro. Okay, they let Ronda Rousey talk for more than 2 minutes, and they let Shayna Baszler talk for more than 2 minutes on the microphone. That's already racy enough. Okay, that's over the edge.
That was good. You think it's good?
We don't need them talking on the microphone more than 2 minutes. That's all I'm saying. Without a mouthpiece, that is. So they already letting loose by letting them talk. Don't do nothing else.
You're crazy, man.
You know what I'm saying? Don't do nothing else. I mean, the face paint, all right, I can see it. The other day on SmackDown, Ronda Rousey like a damn raccoon in the face. But this not so much. This match though, overall, it was
Hated it.
I'm gonna be that one. I'm sorry. It was okay, but it was not that match. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't to me. Just to me, it was not it. I thought that honestly, like you said, the storyline itself. I'm fighting you because you hurt my tag team partner, but there was never any type of storyline before that. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no storyline before that. We never crossed paths for a long period of time. It's not like you and I had a series of matches. None of that. It's just, all right, well, you hurt my tag team partner. Now you have to go. Now I challenge you to the championship. Like, it didn't make no sense to me. It really didn't. The match itself was okay, but for a championship match, no. But it's not Shotzi's fault. I don't want to blame Ronda. It was Brian Kendrick's fault, the person that helped produce the match. Brian Kendrick.
And Jason Jordan.
So that's who I blame for producing this match. All right.
I know. What's your thoughts on that, real quick? Let's dive on that. Brian Kendrick. What's his name? The nickname that people knew him in the Indies? Spanky's back.
He's not officially back, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, it was kind of like a tryout.
Tryout. For what the streets is telling me, it was a tryout. It was a favor to Ronda because he helped train Ronda when she first came in. And I don't know who been training Ronda as of late, but maybe they could just bring him in just to train run. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that match was okay. The selling of that DDT was absolutely horrible on the apron. But other than that,
yeah, what was that?
that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like she's regressing instead of progressing as far as character development goes. But other than that, Ronda
To
Rousey.
me, I'm my bad. I mean, to me, it's who they pairing it with, pairing her.
That too.
That's been the issue. You know what I mean? And
we can't always blame it on that though, because she got to be able to carry it too. You the champion.
no, and she does what she can. I'm a think, you know what I mean? But it just to reciprocate. But I mean, you don't have somebody to bounce back. You know what I mean? Because remember with the Charlotte, that and then you know what I mean? That was, and then Becky Lynch got in, and I didn't like that. So to me, this time around is gonna be Becky against Rousey. I mean,
You think so?
Yeah. I think that's the way they're gonna go. You know what I mean?
Damn that. Give me Shayna Baszler versus Ronda Rousey. That's actual competition that I can see happening. Someone that actually compete with her on both levels, wrestling and MMA. You know
I
what
like
I'm saying?
that if they keep it like this and they keep going, and then like Shayna kind of get that jealousy, whatever. And then
Now you see where I'm going.
yeah, that would make sense. But like right away now, like nah.
No. Give me that. Give me that at WrestleMania. I could rock with that. But you know what I'm saying? Plus it's in LA. Plus Shayna Baszler can bring out the AIW Women's Championship and put that on the line. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that title's been sitting there collecting dust. So why not? But yeah, this match to go ahead and hold us over, it was okay. Speaking of holding us over though, the only thing that this was doing was preparing us for the main event.
Bro, the main fucking event.
So there we go. There you have it. You got the Bloodline going up against the League of Nations, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you had the Brawling Brutes, you know, with Sheamus, Rich Holland, and Pete Dunne Butch going up, of course, with Kevin Owens and Drew.
I like
McIntyre.
that. How you like that? A little tribute to the originator, the baby. Let me tell you something, baby.
See, hard times about war games, and when you're in war games, sometimes you have to go ahead and bring out the t-shirt. And when you bring out the t-shirt, sometimes you got to bring out the elbow pad that matches your aggression inside. No, but
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, baby? Like, no, but I definitely like the tribute to Dusty Rhodes. You know, told the story before. Grandmother, big fan of Dusty Rhodes, and this is this baby. But this right here look like the dopest album cover that ever dropped. This is about to be a hard mixtape. This is what it looks like. First of all, why does Jimmy Uso look like Elias if you squint your eyes on the right? But
look at the table, you know what I mean? All the game plan, you know what I mean?
You got a game plan going on, man. But no, this is the most interesting story all of pro wrestling, period. No matter what promotion you watch.
Yeah, the story, yeah.
No, this story is number one overall. I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do. You could bring back the Elite and have them make fun of CM Punk inside the match on AEW Dynamite, and it still not even be where this storyline is at. You know what I'm saying?
The way they, you know, look at this. You know what I mean? They popping up. Look at this shit. Sakura, you know what I mean? He mean mugging. He gave me that Batista vibes when, you know what I mean?
When Batista was inside Evolution, when Batista ain't say too much, he just looked, he just mean mugged you. Bro, we were right here, dog. We were right here. Solo is the heavy.
Mm-hmm.
That's the heavy. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
and I like it. My bad. Like, I like it. You know what I mean? They keeping that way. You know what I mean? But the match was a nice thing, bro. It was a nice lot of storytelling within the match, man. And the sight, you know what I mean, of all of them you know, and the thing, what I was saying, like the girls used it already. Why the men gotta use weapons, ladders?
Hold on. But the girls did not use chairs, so this is
Oh my
different.
god! I
You
feel
don't see,
it, man.
you don't see no trash can lids. You don't see no ladders. So this is different in a sense. But you know, just seeing that kind of reminded me of playing the video games. I just kept digging underneath the ring and just kept finding stuff. So I like the whole effect with the weapons inside war games. And you know, it's not the first time we had weapons in war games. They had weapons in war games going back to the ones in WCW. So you know, weapons are
NWA, no.
not in NWA, but in WCW. But no, the match itself was right though. I mean, what better way to have this story reach its climax right here inside of War Games? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
War Games. Go ahead.
You know, the war games, the way the match transpired, you know, fucking Roman, you know what I mean? Like let's talk about the rules, you know what I mean? The match don't start till everybody's in the ring. The party don't start till well, you know what I mean? You gotta, so you see who's coming out first. So that one moment with Roman, you know what I mean? When Jay was about to come out,
No,
Roman
Jimmy
stopped him. Jimmy, and then he sent Sammy, you know, Sammy with the swag. My dude,
yo,
like,
that was dope.
yeah, and it told like, yo, this nigga gotta get his ass whooped, you know what I mean? And then that connection with Kevin Owens, that storyline, you know what I mean? It was perfect, you know what I mean? How the match transpired, and then like, towards the end, you know what I mean? When I think one of the Usos supposedly got hurt, right? He couldn't grab the table, you know.
I'm not sure which one was Solo or I think it was either Solo or no, it
No,
was
no,
Jimmy.
it was Jay. I think it was Jay.
It was
You
Jay.
know? Yeah, but they keep pushing, and then, you know, when you thought that what side he on, you know what I mean? He was like, nah, bro, familia, you know what I mean? He turned, he not turned, cause you know what I mean, but
And everyone thought going in that Sami Uso was gonna turn on the bloodline, but that wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? You know, my man, definitely, we the ones. You know what I'm saying? Sami Zayn low blowed his best friend. Okay, the godfather to his best friend's children. They call that man Uncle Sammy. All right, and he did what he thought was right, which was say, I'm riding where the wave is high at. You know what I'm saying? I'm a part of this great dynamic. I'm with the bloodline. Everyone knows who I am. I'm the second most over guy in the company right now when it comes to it. You know, if you think about it, there is the tribal chief, and then there's Sami Zayn. And then Seth Rollins falls right behind him. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, think about it. Phil and Ucey has been trademarked and it's probably the second most selling shirt right now on the website. All right. Phil and Ucey is now going to be a term of endearment. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna hear this as, you know what I'm saying, someone saying, hey, how you feel? You know, hey, I'm feeling kind of Ucey. I'm straight. How you? Oh no, I'm all right. Like that's gonna be a part of the lexicon of the next generation. This man done created a whole different wave of language. He on Mac Dre type levels. You know what I'm saying? How Mac Dre created the language, the lingo. That's Sami Zayn. He done created a whole different wave of communication. But Sami Zayn goes in there. Him and Jay are bumping heads initially. They can't get on the same page. They don't get on the same page. Then finally we get, you know, everyone else coming out. But yeah, when he finally turned on Kevin Owens and Jey Uso seen that he was really rocking with the fam, because remember, you know, Jey Uso's like, hey man, this man lied right in my face and said it. He wasn't talking to nobody. Technically, he ain't lied to you because he didn't talk to nobody. He listens to someone talk, or nobody talk, or nobody's thing that was Kevin Owens. That was
the way he freaked it, like Sammy was like, yo, You know, I didn't tell him because he had a big match that night. I didn't, you know what I mean? So he played smooth. So Roman, like, okay, you know what I mean? And bro, he showed his loyalty.
Well, for sure. I mean, there was never the doubt in my mind that Sammy was not 100% down for the bloodline. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody who would come out, be a flunky for weeks and weeks at a time, and then finally get acceptance ain't about to turn on you. Okay, it's almost like Sami Zayn has pledged bloodline. If anyone know anything about pledging to a fraternity or a sorority, you know you go through endurance before you can actually wear them colors, and that's exactly what my man Sami Zayn did. And Sami Zayn is now Sami Uso. Matter of fact, I don't ever want to see him addressed as Sami Zayn going forward on television. After what he did at Survivor Series War Games, this man's last name is Uso. Y'all like changing names so much, change that man's last name to Uso. Make it official.
Oh, you know that definitely coming in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's definitely coming in. Now, overall, we just talked about all these matches. Which match to you is the match of the night?
Oh, it definitely has to be the main event. You know what I mean? Definitely the bloodline. Yeah, just bro, everything that just with Sami Zayn, the Usos, all you know what I mean, alone. Bro, free. You know what I mean? That was the shit right there, man.
Yeah, the fact that Roman Reigns sat down in the chair and stopped Jimmy Uso from running, like, he didn't say one word. Tapped him, pointed him back in the cage, pointed at Sammy, and conducted traffic. He didn't say not a word.
Bro, and the little things like that, it kind of like, yo, you know, it just takes, you know what I mean, engage you, you know what I mean, in a match like that. And I enjoyed it. I actually watched it twice, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I remember most of the shit, you know what I mean, deep in that rant. But it was a great showing, but you know what I mean, but Triple H.
All right. If I had to get my match of the night, I'm gonna go with the women's.
Women.
You already know it. I'm always gonna go with the ladies, and for 3 factors only: Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, and I'm gonna go ahead and say Bayley.
I was gonna say Bianca, Rhea Ripley, and Bayley's ass.
Well, yeah, that's the only reason why I was doing it. It was a few days after Thanksgiving. Those yams were up there, and they was nice and right there in front of the screen. But no, those ladies killed it, man. They killed it. Bianca Belair showing why she's one of the top athletes, period, to step into inside the ring. Rhea Ripley showing why she is this next generation's top champion, period. I see about...
Yeah, Rhea Ripley, she like...
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yo, you're not lying, because when it come down to re-sign her to a contract, price gonna go up. Because if you don't believe coked up Tony wasn't watching Survivor Series or has not been watching Monday Night Raw, he been watching Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is money. Rhea Ripley is a women's division in her own. And then you got Bayley, once again, with the character work. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it. So I'm putting that one. And then my third match of the night, if we're going for, top 3, I'm going to go women's War Games, men's War Games, in the U.S. title match. So those are my top 3.
Okay.
What's your top 3? You already said the men's.
Yeah, I gotta go with the men's. Then I gotta go with my main man, Austin Theory, son. You know what I mean? He pull it down for the city. Then AJ Styles. Go with AJ Styles.
Okay. So both of us similar.
You have both War Game matches. You know what I mean? No disrespect for the females, but like to me, you know what I mean?
I feel it. So I'm gonna give y'all some quick rumors and news real quick. Rumor is that we probably won't be seeing Sasha Banks stepping into a WWE ring anytime soon. You made light of it earlier. Looks like she may be the one that takes that tour before she signs back on. I'm not talking about a long extended tour like Cody Rhodes. I'm talking a small tour between Japan and then coming back to WWE.
I could see that happening, but I think she has probably outside of wrestling projects. You know what I mean? That she might want to like establish before she come back. If that's the case, because if she come back, the best time to come back is Rumble, WrestleMania season, right? But right the day after the Rumble, that's when WrestleMania season starts, right? I would say, even though I don't like a pay-per-view between Rumble and WrestleMania.
What?
Yeah, I don't like it. It's not gonna dictate anything. You know what I mean?
But that's 3 months.
Exactly. Build storyline, like, you know what I mean? Like back in the day.
Yeah, but you gotta have at least something that bridges the gap in between them. I mean, because look, you got the Rumble, and let's say that they do Elimination Chamber or something, right? Then your next pay-per-view should be Mania.
But that's the thing. Elimination Chamber should be a match, a culmination of something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
of course.
You're gonna be Elimination Chamber, and then you're gonna go to Mania. Like, what? To me, it don't make sense.
I mean, it's all about merchandising. It's all about making that Skrilla at the end of the day. But the other tidbit of rumor is William Regal. Is he coming back or not? Yeah. We do know that he's underneath the radar. They've been looking at him, talking about him. Some people don't know how long his contract is with AEW. Some are saying 3 years, saying that it's a 1-year deal, what have you. But we'll find out soon enough. Also, rumors and news, could be news at this point. Shout out to Peyton Royce and Sean Spears. They're pregnant. So shout out to them. So she announced that she was pregnant on IG on Thanksgiving Day. Also in news, not a rumor, definitely got to give our prayers out to Mickie James, who lost her niece and a brother inside of a tragic car accident.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that happened, I want to say, either yesterday or the day before. Found out that news. And another tidbit of news, we do know this for sure. The Rock looks like he's free in April. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it going to be for WrestleMania or not? It's in Hollywood. It's his backyard. We'll see what happens. Last bit of rumors before we get out of here. Rumor has it that looks like, I'm sorry, this is news. Impact Wrestling signed a deal with the Zone, so they are internationally across streaming apps right now.
Oh,
so
Impact?
Impact Wrestling in the Zone, so they everywhere. Shout out to Impact. So Impact's out there, but looking at my Gucci, it's about that time, yo. What you think?
Yeah, it's about that time, man. Yeah. I forgot that I was gonna say something, but hey.
Mine is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that shit up, B.
Yo, definitely want to thank y'all for tuning in, listening, locked in and everything with us, rocking out with us, whether it be on, of course, IG, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, anywhere that you see us, or you listen to us on the podcast streaming apps. Appreciate y'all doing that. Definitely make sure you share, like, follow the whole 9 yards. But we got to leave y'all with our PSAs per usual. First and foremost, Too much negativity can have you unbalanced mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You may want to spread this. Spread more positive vibes, people. Okay? It takes very little to build someone up than it does to tear them down. Think about the logic inside that message. It could be as easy as giving a compliment, doing a good gesture, or you can go ahead and go to the website, whatevernew.net, and go ahead and purchase that positive vibes, apparel, whether it be tank tops, hoodies, onesies. We got V-necks. We got all that for you. You got to get it for you. Get it for a gift. It's a giving season. You know, it's Christmas season. Get it for somebody. They can look down that message and have a constant reminder that maybe life is not as bad as it seems. And maybe for the first time in a long time, you're able to fit inside those pair of jeans that you have not fit into since 2019. Or maybe for the first time in a long time, you notice that your hairline is no longer receding. Maybe those oils that you bought off IG actually work. And also, you know, of course, we got to talk about this, man. COVID's still here. Infectious diseases are everywhere, whether that be COVID, monkeypox, what have you. The best way to defeat all of that, it starts off with good hygiene, people. First thing you want to do is wash your hands. But most importantly, you got to wash that ass, okay? Use soap, okay? Cheech, let these people know they got to do this, Papa. No, speak up, man. Speak up. We can't hear you.
Let me say it again. From face to ass, not ass to face. Yo.
Okay? It's that easy. Wash your hands, wash your ass, from face to ass, not ass to face. And on that note, peoples, I guess we out, right? Peace, as they say out there.
Yes, sir. Peace out. Peace.
Yeah. Man, that is an atrocity. I don't know who did that, but that is a sick individual. Yeah. Mm.
Yo, this was the War Games recap.
I
just
War
fell
Games.
down and I hurt my kneecap. I gotta go. 'Cause I'm old and I gotta sleep and I need 8 hours to work.
Old people shit. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're gonna do it though. Peace out, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all next episode. Moving on a different wave, like a wave cap, Minute Maid, silk sheets, bun it on, do rag, last song, War Games, keep it ready.